Pretty much everybody is tuned in to the happenings of the Pearson family from NBC's highly anticipated drama this season, especially on 2 out of the 3 siblings of the family. Season 6's episode also highlighted the anti-hero of Kate's life. This Is Us suggests that a certain character isn't the villain in Kate's life anymore. If you're curious to find out who this character is, then keep on watching to know more. First up, a certain character is no longer the villain in Kate's life. Although the big 3 are crucial to the series' storyline, let us focus on 2 out of the 3 siblings, which are Kevin, played by Kevin Troyer, and Kate, played by Chrissy Metz. Over the years, these 2 have formed a special bond, but the events that took place in episode 6, titled Our Little Island Girl Part 2, have shown us who the real villain in Kate's life is, and as much as it saddens us to say, it's Kevin. Sometimes the people who hurt us the most are the ones closest to us, and because of their proximity, we're blinded by how they're maltreating us, which is exactly the case between Kevin and Kate. Ever since the beginning, Kate has expressed nothing but love and support to her brother, becoming his pillar of strength in his times of need. But we can't really say it's the same for her. For a few seasons now, viewers have known why the marriage between Kevin and Sophie, Amanda Layton, who is Kate's best friend, fell apart because her brother cheated on Sophie. But we're reminded once again in season 6, episode 6, that way before Sophie and Kevin were married, Sophie was Kate's best friend first and foremost. In the episode, Kevin once again tried to sabotage Kate's life, but unlucky for him, his sister is finally putting her foot down. Our Little Island Girl Part 2 foreshadowed that Kate might end up losing another close friend once again if she lets her brother get his way again. And it's actually pretty scary how this situation bears similarities to his failed relationship with Sophie. This time, Kevin is trying way too hard to be chill about Madison, Caitlin Thompson, dating Elijah, Adam Corson, by inviting the 2, along with Kate and Toby, in his taping of The Manny pilot, as well as cooking brunch for his guests. As they were taking brunch, Kevin casually brought up the subject of Thanksgiving at his family's to Madison, then asked Elijah what his plans were, to which the latter only replied that he'd like to spend the event peacefully with his family. It can be seen that Madison, Kate, and Elijah were exchanging looks as it continued, something that Kevin wasn't able to pick up on. Kevin once again brings up the subject of spending Thanksgiving with his family to Madison and Kate later on at the set of The Manny, but both women only continue to share looks, which Kevin finally picks up on. This led to Madison admitting that she wants to spend Thanksgiving in LA with Elijah and the twins, which left Kevin shocked. Thankfully, he managed to keep it together and proceed with taping, but what we all know, eventually, Kevin will blow a fuse, which he did after the taping, thankfully. Kevin, being the conceited man that he is, unloads his anger on Madison, stressing how important Thanksgiving is to his family, and even calling her selfish for robbing my mother of what could possibly be her last good Thanksgiving with the twins. Madison is obviously rattled, but stood firmly by her decision. In the middle of this heated exchange, Madison let slip that Kate was already aware of her decision, which puts Kate in a similar tight spot she experienced years ago between Sophie and Kevin. But contrary to what she did years ago, Kate finally asserted herself and gave her brother a thorough talking to, even pointing out that Kevin couldn't even tell Madison he loves him. Unlike Elijah, who is genuinely falling in love with her, something Madison has yet to experience, and something she truly deserves. In addition to that, he also called out Kevin for making Madison guilty about her choice to spend Thanksgiving with Elijah along with the twins, and expecting her to drag the kids across the country just so she could be with his family. Before the episode ended, we see Kevin finally enlightened on his past actions. He stops by Madison's house and tells her she could celebrate the occasion however she wants to, which is in some way Kevin giving his blessing to her. As he leaves, Elijah walks him to the door, telling him how much he likes Maddie and hopes Kevin is not biding his time waiting for Elijah to go away, saying with finality that he'll be waiting a long time if he is waiting for it. Had Kate continued to let her brother get his way once again, it would have cost her another dear friend. Of course, Kevin is taken aback that his own sister chose her friend over him, but Kate learned the hard way that it wasn't worth losing a friend, considering how Kevin still hasn't gone through impactful character development. On the upside, side, the exchange that happened in this episode may be the start of Kevin and Maddie developing a healthy co-parenting relationship. And maybe we'll even get to see the rivalry between Kevin and Elijah for her heart. Next, Kate and Toby's strained relationship nears its tipping point. While the Kevin, Maddie, Elijah drama is happening in the episode, Kate has relationship troubles to sort out too, and it's thanks to Toby's recent actions. Toby may be in town to spend time with Kate, but he spent the majority of it working and taking calls, with Kate evidently annoyed at this. Kate even picked up that there's tension in the air between the couple and offered them to have more space, but his sister only responded that it wasn't the issue, and there's a lot more going on than that. From the past episodes, viewers already know that Kate and Toby's relationship is doomed to fall apart, and the long-distance marriage did nothing but put a wedge between the couple. It's only a matter of time before everything gives way, and we all know that all hell breaks loose at the traumatic family barbecue, which we know is coming sometime soon. Next up, This Is Us creator teases the ending of the show. Way ahead of its premiere date, showrunner Dan Fogelman announced that This Is Us will air its swan song on May 24th, 2022. During NBC's scripted press day, where Fogelman was joined by the main cast that includes Milo Ventimiglia, Mandy Moore, Justin Hartley, Susan Kalecki-Watson, Sterling K. Brown, and John Huertas, the showrunner detailed that the final episode will dive further into the Pearson family's future. It's gonna deliver, lead actor Milo Ventimiglia teased. It's truly going to deliver. Fogelman also added that Season 6 will dive deeper into the Pearson family's future. Towards the end of the season, it's fair to say we'll live there more, the showrunner said. In a separate interview with Deadline, showrunner Dan Fogelman provided interesting details about This Is Us's final season, where he hinted at Kevin's romantic life and his character's possible reunion with his exes as some of the focal points. Since the show covers multiple time periods, he was asked whether Season 6 will explore more time periods, to which he responded that he will never shut out the show not having more time periods, but also expressed that the show is nearing the max capacity for it. Our plan had always been to really be as ambitious as we'd ever been with time, meaning in the future. In this last season, Fogelman explained, we've always been ambitious with time in the past, different periods in the past. Now that we have different time periods in the present and future, which was always the plan, to add more might start making brains explode. So I think we're going to leave it about here. The series may be nearing its end, but Fogelman is not closing the door on a possible movie. I say no to nothing, Fogelman said. I'm very aware that a midlife crisis is right around the corner for me, and that whatever I do next, I'm going to hate in comparison to this show and these actors. So I say no to nothing, the show creator joked. He did also say that the cast may be too busy winning awards, with some of them becoming beautiful writers and directors and producers as we speak, but he says he's open to figure out a movie down the road. So here's to hoping we'd get to see the cast of This Is Us reunite after the show's ending to film a spin-off movie of the series. But for now, tune into NBC for the latest episode of This Is Us every Thursday at 9 p.m. And with that, we're wrapping up today's episode about who is no longer the villain in Kate's life anymore, and other details about the final season of This Is Us. Do you think the family barbecue will be happening anytime soon? Let us know in the comments section below. Before you go, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to our channel with the notification bell on for more videos like this. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you again next time.